Hey, I'm Jackson Lanzing. I write Green Arrow over at DC. You might know me from Joyride or Gotham City Garage or Hacktivist, or the list goes on. This was truly a dream come true for me as a kid who grew up on Star Trek, who has loved it his whole life. I mean, there's nothing, there is no fictional world, there is no story out there that means more to me than Star Trek. And to be able to sit around a table with such an incredible group of people, with my best friend at my side, and be creating the final journey of the USS Enterprise is a staggering kind of achievement. It is a staggering moment in my life, sort of creatively and also personally. I think it's impossible to approach Star Trek, the original series, without a sense of the weight and legacy and import of what it is you're doing. These are not just icons, but these are icons in their purest, original form. This is William Shatner. This is Leonard Nimoy. This is Nichelle Nichols. You aren't telling a side story. You're not telling a what if. You're not recasting. You are going back to the original icons and trying to tell a story that lives up to them. So for me, yes, of course the weight is there immensely. What leavens that weight, what allows us all to be able to do this and do it well, is the support of an incredible team at IDW, but also the support of an incredible infrastructure at Star Trek. Everybody at Star Trek seems really interested in telling new, exciting, cool stories right now. This is a lovely time to be both a Star Trek fan, but also a Star Trek creator. And so to be able to come into this and mess around and have fun and come up with new ideas and throw stuff on the wall and really figure it out, that's incredibly exciting, and also exactly the kind of thing that makes you forget how important it all actually is, and lets you actually start to just tell really great stories. But then at the end of the day, being able to sit back, look at the wall, and go, oh, I think we've actually told a story that is worthy of these characters and their legacy, it means that something's working. Star Trek: The Original Series was a beautiful drama series, one that was willing to put a lens up to our world and a lens up to its characters in every episode and try to get something out of them. What that team was doing back then, in terms of interrogating the real root of our humanity, even as it did it against these crazy, strange stories, is something that I hope that we are going to carry forward in this new iteration of the series. I think it's also really exciting to be completely liberated from concepts of budget. Comic books, as everybody knows, it costs as much to draw a giant alien planet as it does to draw a person in a room. So all of a sudden being able to say, we don't need to worry about straining our budget on Star Trek. We can go as big and crazy and strange and alien as we want, and we can still come back to that root of humanity that exists at the core of Star Trek. I think makes Year 5 not just a great companion piece to Star Trek, but really the fulfillment of the promise of Star Trek. That is, of course, assuming that we live up to our goals and our hopes. I dream Star Trek, I bleed Star Trek, I think Star Trek, I eat Star Trek. It's a real problem until today, when apparently it's an asset.